First of all, I just want to thank everybody for coming. It's a beautiful way to work on ourselves. I just invite you to sit deeply in your seat. Feel gravity hugging you into your chair. Relax deeply into your seat. Let your eyes close. Take a few nice deep breaths. Follow me just for a second. We're going to just take a couple of energizing breaths just to get started. Double breathing. So a few nice deep energizing breaths just to get started. I want to thank you all again for joining us. We'll have a nice energy today. A lot of people. So take a second to again feel your weight in the chair, gravity holding you in, hugging you to the earth. And do a quick scan of your body. Feel your feet. Some of us have been working all day on some parts of the world, and some of us are just getting up. But give your feet a break. Relax the muscles in them. Feel your calves. Relax with your legs, your knees, all of the weight bearing muscles that you use every day. And just for a moment, have gratitude that we get to feel all this. So we get to have legs, we get to walk, or at least move around, most of us. Scooter. Much love, my brother. That we get to move around the planet, we get to experience different people, we get to experience ourselves and all these different thought patterns and waves and energies. And just relax into that. Feel your stomach relax. Feel your chest relax. Prepare your chest to open and the heart space to open. Feel your shoulders fall back. And feel how the breath sort of rolls your shoulders back when you breathe fully, and your heart has a natural tendency to open. We're really going to work with this today. And just feel the central quality of the breath to your whole being. It happens every 30 seconds to every 2 minutes or so. And that relaxation, that breathing, is how we power our bodies, but it's also a mechanism for calming our mind and being at peace. And as I indicated in my email today, I work in prison, and a lot of the issues that they have are just around being able to have some semblance of not control, but not being overpowered by the mind. To be clear, the mind is your friend. It's a beautiful instrument, a beautiful tool. But just like any tool, if it runs rampant, if it goes beyond its sort of range of positive influence, it can really mess with us. So that's what we're going to look at today. So sink into your chair, get comfortable, and follow me for a few deep breaths. So we'll breathe in to a count of 4. We'll hold a little bit, and then we'll release to a count of 5, in through the nose and out of the mouth. And I'll get you started on your own rhythm of breathing, and I want you to really focus on how that feels. So let's get started. So first, breathe in through your nose. Follow my count to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, feel that opening, that expanding. Let your back straighten, your chest open. Then breathe out through your mouth to a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just hold for a second. And breathe in again through your nose to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And open, hold, expand. Feel your energy rising up to meet the breath, rising up to support your body, and then release. Breathe out of your mouth to a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe in again through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, expand, really feel the power of your heart space opening, your chest opening. This is your power as a human. This is what makes you, you, your ability to love, your ability to open. And release and breathe out to a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that out breath is the definition of how to relax and release. You take in this air, you've inflated yourself, so to speak, and when you breathe out, you're just giving your body a chance to relax, open, and release. That's important. We'll do more with that later. So continue into this rhythm of your breathing. Breathing into a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opening, expanding. And again, we're going to breathe out with a real concept, an intention to relax and release and feel yourself really letting go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to ask you to slip into your own rhythm of breathing, but just be conscious about the breathing without judgment, without having an opinion about your breath or how you feel. Just let your mind dwell on the sense of air coming in, your body's reaction, both in posture and in energy, and then breathe out. And again, your intention, watching that sense of relaxation, that sense of release. So again, breathe in, your own pace, your own rhythm, and relax, and breathe out. Beautiful. Find your rhythm. Become intimate with your own breath. This comfort, this intimacy, this familiarity is one of the core comforts that we have in life. When we face difficulties, we face stress, anxiety, fear. When we recall traumas, difficult situations, things that have caused us pain, when we bring our intention and our awareness to the breath, it's a tool for opening, relaxing, and releasing. So just watch the breath. Be very aware of what it feels like, almost like you're drinking a fine wine or eating a delicious meal that you've been craving. If you've ever been underwater holding your breath, you'll know what I'm talking about. That desire to breathe is intense and beautiful. I want you to put your intention and your awareness, noticing the qualities of your breathing, the way your body reacts And then the beautiful expression of release from your exhale. And in moments of stress, difficult times, having this as a tool to turn to, even if it's just for a split second, just to notice how you're breathing, that level of consciousness and becoming aware of how we're breathing can save you so much grief, anxiety, problems. It can keep you from going backwards in relationships, causing problem. It's a pause. It's just a moment. Just to recenter yourself and let you act with a kind of intention that's true to yourself, your long-term purposes, your long-term goals, who you want to be. So this is practice. This is a moment of peace. You can develop this habit, this skill, this intimacy with your breath. Feel the power of breathing. And in times when perhaps your mind goes on a loop of some situation that's bothering you, it's irritating you, it's never productive to try to silence your mind, just to tell it to shut up or be quiet, or even put it in a sort of harsh frame. Thoughts come up for a reason. Emotions arise, and thoughts come to kind of help you process those emotions. But that internal voice, which thoughts are, aren't always helpful or productive. They're very driven by habit and old solutions to problems that we formulated often when we were too young or too vulnerable to really work properly with whatever experience we were having. So this is a chance to reset. When that core emotion that's a leftover, it's a samskara, it's a remnant from an old emotional pain, when those come up and your mind starts to turn either on one hand to a defense posture thinking or distraction posture thinking, you don't have to beat those thoughts back, but you can watch them. You can see them, you can accept them, and then gradually turn your attention to the breath. It's almost like turning down the volume of the radio on a song or a topic you don't want to listen to. You just bring your awareness to the breath and that sense of relaxation, and especially that out breath, that relax and release breath. And the emotion that may be causing you distress and the thoughts related to that emotion will gradually get quieter as you focus on your breath. And the breath and the relaxation will help you to release that emotion, that samskara, that long-term trauma that's been resting inside you. Maybe it's a relationship with a sibling or a parent, some painful thing that happened to you. But every moment is a chance to rediscover who you are and reprocess that event in light of who you are now and the greater knowledge and connectedness to spirit that you have now. Emotions come up, thoughts come up, and they, in their own way, try to create safety. Let the breath remind you that you're safe right here, right now. And in those moments, when you feel that duress, that pain, that feeling of buttons getting pushed by your favorite people, favorite events, favorite happenings in life, let that button, let that strong emotional reaction remind you to breathe, and then just to watch the breath, even if it's just for a split second, just to notice. And that power of relaxation will retrain and release the samskara, the seed, the trauma, the old stuff that's in there, that's in your heart. This practice is about finding freedom for yourself. It's about rediscovering who you are without the trauma, without the pain. It's about giving you a chance to be recreated, to be kind of born anew into who you are now, with a clarity, a vision of who you are now. Almost everything that's happened to us and our responses to everything that have happened to us was by definition the best that we could do. So the simple math is, if we were always doing the best we could do, the best we knew how to do, the best that was modeled to us, that we don't own whatever problems, whatever samskaras, whatever traumas got stored inside us. It's not our fault. We don't owe the world a debt. All we owe ourselves is to start fresh with recreating the best new version of ourselves. And this breath is square one. Focusing on the breath, relaxing with the breath, following your intention to let go, relax, and release. So I want to remind you to follow your breath and keep breathing that nice, slow rhythm that you've established for yourself. Stay with that. When you do this enough, you develop this habit of reaching for breath in moments of stress and duress. This whole mind frame, this practice that you're experiencing right now becomes your own, in the same way that putting on your favorite shoes, putting on your favorite sweatshirt when it's cold outside, tucking into your favorite chair after a long day of work, becomes a place of comfort and safety. And even though your mind can be freaking out, as minds do, the breath touches a place of consciousness inside us that's more powerful than mere thoughts. Because with practice, and building this habit, you'll discover that there is a place of peace deeper than your mind, the emotions in your heart. It's pure consciousness. It's the place where our soul touches God. It's the kingdom of heaven that is within us. Pure conscious awareness, non-judgmental awareness. There's a million names for it, and they all describe a place of peace that is at our core, where there is no preference. There's just the acceptance of what is real, what is permanent, the self, capital S, self. It takes a minute to get there. It takes some practice. But that practice has benefit for all aspects of your life. Finding a place to exercise wisdom and judgment inside yourself lets you kind of slow down the world. It creates a space between stimulus and response. And then that space is your power. So again, feel your breath coming in and out. Revel in the quality of the breath. Be a connoisseur of the breath. Feel it, taste it. Become one with it. This is how you rewire your mind. This is how you exercise the power of neuroplasticity to refocus and move your thought patterns from annoying and destructive and exhausting to a place of peace, that consciousness we just talked about. This is a lifetime work. That's what it is to work on yourself spiritually. There's no quick fixes. The beauty is in that the practices are their own relief. And with daily practice of simple breathing and sitting, 10 or 15 minutes twice a day, you begin to arc upwards. Your being feels fresher. Your judgment gets better. Your disposition improves. So there's no need to seek the final point of the journey. Just get on the journey. Just do this work. You don't need people to tell you who you are. You don't need other people to tell you how to live if you do this work. That place of consciousness will become more and more prevalent, and it will be easier for you to hear that space, hear the wisdom of the silence that is in there. For thousands of years, people have meditated. And for however many religions there are, there's some version of this practice. So it doesn't matter so much the technique as much as your intention. The technique will come. Your personal method will evolve. And it will be a struggle at first. Mind's a powerful thing. We have really strong habits accumulated in there, habits of worry, fear, doubt. That's where the neuroplasticity comes in. Consistent effort, being patient with yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself space to make mistakes, and accepting that you will make mistakes and being okay with it. And just relax with who you are and keep working. Breathing and sitting and relaxing are a powerful extension of your intention. Every time you sense that you would like to have more power in a situation or be sharper, maybe you're letting go of guilt or anxiety, just start with a few breaths. Feel the struggle of watching your mind do its thing and be okay with it. Relax around the thoughts and just focus on the breath. Don't squash the thoughts, but don't fear them either. And just breathe and relax. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, 4 or 5 times throughout the day. Take a 2 or 3 breath break. Just feel what that does for you. Put your mind on a diet of thoughts. I want to express my appreciation for everybody who came here today. One of the beautiful byproducts of being conscious and being aware is that we tend to be nicer to other people, tend to share a little more of ourselves in an open, beautiful, loving, friendly way. So as you go about your day today, remember that everyone is having their own experience of pain and anxiety and struggle. Everybody. It explains a lot of our behavior. And share a smile. Share some graciousness. Share some love. Grow your ability to be kind to yourself and let that spread outward. I'm going to quietly sign off and let you all sit in your space for as long as you want to. Much love to you all. It's beautiful to see you. Let's make the world a better place. Thank you.